All right, what's up, guys? Ray from here. Make sure to check out all my social media where this video is going to be, all my other video platforms on top of YouTube that this video is going to be on. And also, guys, make sure to be Ray, like, and subscribing. Check it out, man. You know, hit the bell icon so you get notified. There will be an audio version of this over on Spotify, soon to be Apple Music, because more of you guys and ladies out there have Spotify and Apple Music than YouTube Premium. So YouTube Premium, a feature on YouTube Premium is to where you can hit the mute. You can hit the power button on your phone and you can still listen to the YouTube video as audio and walk around, you know, if you're working and whatnot. Not everybody has that ability because, well, not everybody has YouTube Premium. So I aim to please over on Apple Music and Spotify. So soon, Apple Music. So for you guys. Okay, so we're going to talk about this SmackDown Go Home show for 5/26/2023. And my God, this was just awful. Like, outside of Roman Reigns and the KO show, it was awful. Awful. You can't sit here and tell me it was at all good. You can't sit here and tell me, oh my God, this got me hyped for Night of Champions. I was watching some of my friends' watch-alongs, and they were all sitting here trying to, like, hype this up. Like, they were trying to hype it up, trying to take garbage and make it into gold. I was watching a lot of my friends' watch-alongs, and I was like, at the same time as watching this off to the side, and I was like, you can't justify the garbage that you're watching. AJ Styles, Karrion Kross was so much better in NXT. I feel like he needs to go back to NXT because he ain't good on the main roster. The second time around, it just feels like he was there for the money and just jobbing out to job out. AJ Styles beats him convincingly, which is really ridiculous. Then you had B-Fab, Top Dollar, and Shit Row doing Shit Row things because they suck. Horrible. Just absolutely horrible. Like, they need Swerve, and it shows, and it's just more of like, our names are Shit Row. We're just going to go out there and be glorified jobbers. Because my name is Shit Row. So, like I said again, like, Adonis got his ass rocked by Cameron. I don't care, Grimes. Again, Cameron, I don't care, Grimes. That's how I feel about him. I don't care because I saw you in Impact and you're doing the same things as Impact, looking the same. But I guess WWE really values you like that. I don't. Unfortunately, Rafe just doesn't. I don't care. Cameron Grimes seems to be going to be like a glorified, maybe United States champion, a high IC belt, maybe tag team. I don't see him holding that world heavyweight title. And if they put that on him, I'll be amazed. They need to bring back that cruiserweight title. I'm just saying, Cameron Grimes, I don't give a shit. All right, I just said that. I just don't care. Like Cameron Grimes, AutoZone. That's what they should do with him. Have him on the AutoZone commercials because I don't care for him. Didn't care for him in NXT. I don't care for him now. And I don't know what they see in him. But again, Cameron Grimes, I don't give a fuck. All right, that's enough of me making fun of Cameron Grimes because I liked him in Impact, but it's the same spitting image as they're getting from there to here in NXT. Like, there's just Cameron Grimes hasn't progressed. I don't feel he's progressed in my opinion. So there's that. This match was a 2 minutes and 10-second match to where Cameron Grimes did this whole, like, he does this leg move, 2 legs in the air like a coup de grace. And he jumps up in midair and jumps down, and that's his finisher. Pretty much a coup de grace, technically. And he was doing this in Impact, and he was doing this in NXT. So, at the end of the day, like, this match was, like, again, I said a lot of this was just embarrassing. 2 minutes and 10 minutes, and that's, you know, like, I felt bad for Shit Row. Our names are Shit Row. Like, I felt bad for Shit Row. Like, you're only getting featured for 2 minutes because that's what Triple H and Vince McMahon value as Shit Row. Like, seriously, just change your name to Shit Row. And then we got Damage. We don't give a shit. Do. Like, seriously, no one gives a shit about Damage Control. Bailey, great piece of talent. Io Sky, honestly, Io Sky is the shit. She should be champion by now. They butchered that. They could have Asuka right now and her at Night of Champions. Personally, that match would be fire. Instead of this whole Asuka going after, what is her name? Bianca Belair, that no one gives a shit. Like, no one gives a shit about Bianca Belair right now. Like, I don't understand the titles. I don't get WWE. And by the way, before you sit and say, I'm just being toxic to be toxic. No, I'm being the honest truth. What is the point of Bianca Belair holding that women's title outside of being the longest women's champion? Do we all really give a shit? Because what has she done in the last, I'm waiting, instead of losing title, which she should have lost 3 times over, she's holding the belt like it's coming out of style. I'm sorry. Raquel Rodriguez and Chauncey defeats Damage Control. Like, did anybody really care on SmackDown? Like, the crowd wasn't into it. I wasn't into it. I think a lot of people weren't into it. Sheamus, again, Austin Theory and Sheamus. I'm going out of order with matches, but again, this match was good. Mine is Pretty Deadly doing the interference to the Brawling Brutes. Again, I thought Sheamus had this match in control. He was in cruise control until, Pretty Deadly helped out Austin Theory. No, guys, it's not Austin Aries. Austin Aries is not back in WWE. It's Austin Theory. Sorry. Austin Theory, got the help for the win. He got saved by Pretty Deadly. I like Pretty Deadly. I like what they're doing. I thought this was interesting. I thought they were going to have Sheamus possibly just win it and hold it for a little bit. Because, again, Sheamus hasn't won anything recently. Like, he should win something. Give the man a bone. He's been putting on bangers and matches at the age of almost 40. So give this man a title of some sort. I think he's earned. I think Sheamus has earned that now at this point. It just feels like Sheamus, we get hyped. It's like Cody Rhodes. We get hyped up, finish the job, and then he loses. It's like, I have Brock Lesnar winning this weekend. I don't know why, but I have Brock Lesnar winning. I have Brock Lesnar shattering his arm completely off the bone. Or they kayfabe it because it's all a kayfabe injury anyway. I just, that was the beginning of the show. I liked it. And then we had Cameron Grimes again. Then we had LA Knight defeating Rick Boogs in a matter of 3 minutes and 19 seconds. Do we give a shit? Do we care? Like, LA Knight should be pushing for titles. He's not getting any younger. He's almost 40. Why are we not pushing this man for titles? Like, at least somewhere of a intercontinental on Raw, maybe trading him to Raw, or maybe putting him on he's on SmackDown, but the Intercontinental belt. Put him on. I'm gonna butcher that Intercontinental belt, or give him a United States title. At this point, like he putting on some good work. I feel bad for LA Knight because all he says is LA Knight, yeah, and I'm like, dude, where's your title belt? You're acting like you're champion before you're not a champion. So hopefully we see LA Knight do something. AJ Styles beats Karrion Kross. I didn't really care for that either. And then we had the KO segment. Now this whole build up all night long with the Bloodline and into the KO show. Again, I can really care less. Like, the whole Jimmy and Jay thing is gonna come down to they're gonna walk out probably. They'll interfere probably tomorrow night in the match in Jeddah, and that'll be that. Again, like I said before, I'm not the biggest fan of the Bloodline. I've told this on my streams. I've said this storyline has ridden its course. I think it's done. I think it's time that we break this shit up. Roman Reigns starts losing this belt. Now they're going to have Roman Reigns keep these undisputed belts until WrestleMania 40. I think it's stupid they're doing that. I think it's time we put it on some fresh blood. I have plenty of names on paper that I could tell you can have the Universal title and do very well for themselves. AJ Styles is one. I think, another one I think would be great, Sheamus. I think Sheamus can hold that belt for a pretty long time, do well. I think Kevin Owens. I think, if they wanted to take those tag team belts on and keep Sammy and Kevin together, they could turn around and have them battle for that title. back and forth and have dissension between each other, and we could start up a, Kevin and Sammy feud, which I think would be cool. Solo Sikoa, it's another person I think can take those belts right off of, he's young enough. He's been built like a tank. He's again, I think put those on him. Or Cody Rhodes. Again, you bring Cody Rhodes in. We have the second thing. It's not going to be as memorable as it should have been in Mania, but you could do that for SummerSlam. You could do that for like Survivor Series, these bigger stadium shows, and have him finally win something to go over. Again, those are the characters that I would want to see, or those are the names I would like to see. Or you have Seth Rollins keep the World Heavyweight title for a long period, then lose it, then get traded to SmackDown, win the Undisputed title. I could see that happening too. So there's a lot of possibilities where Roman Reigns can lose it sooner than later. I know they want to keep him being like maybe the number 2, number 3 guy for the longest title reign, as it's all said and done. I think that's so stupid. They're giving him the longest title reign, not multiple titles like, John Cena. But I totally get it, what they're doing. WWE is doing. Again, this is where I give AEW their credit, man. Like, I'm sorry to say this, but AEW, man, they have a beginning, middle, and end. They have long-term booking. I just don't see it with SmackDown or Raw the last few weeks leading up to this Night of Champions. I just don't get it. Night of Champions used to be prestigious. This is not it, Chief. And if these are the way your pay-per-views are going to be, shitty booking after shitty booking and shitty this after shitty this, it's like, what's the point of watching? Like, I watched this show full on, and at a few moments of pace, I just was face-palming because, like, they didn't need to have, and then they had a promo with Emma Fire and Ella Dawn. Like, why are they still holding these NXT belts? They should be fighting for or getting handed the upgraded titles and being your new champions, and then just have them lose to Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey, which they're going to ultimately win the titles this Monday in this 4-way match. And I just, to me, it's predictable. It's predictable. And there's no long-term booking when it comes to WWE, or booking, I should say. And I know I'm butchering my words throughout this. That's what WWE does. They make you lose brain cells. And then English is hard because you listen to Michael Cole and again, you listen to Michael Cole for a few minutes and you're just like, fuck. Who's scripting for him? Is that Vince McMahon or is that Triple H in his ear, man? Like, again, Bad News Barrett, man. Like, seriously, like, this is the only thing that's saving this show. SmackDown's supposed to be their A show, and I just don't feel that way this week. I would say it's a notch above. I would say this is like a D show to me. Maybe a C-. I wouldn't give it like a B or an A show. That's going to go this week to Impact. That's going to go to, honestly, Rampage. I was watching Rampage and I was thoroughly entertained. Like, their show is losing viewers by the day, but they're royally entertaining. Impact Wrestling that really has like only 300 and some thousand. Literally, no joke. literally doing it better. Like, WWE, take notes from your competition. And I was watching a little MLW this week, and I felt that was entertaining. Like, my name is Rafe Realm here, man, but WWE, man, like, you guys want me to be positive about these shows. Here's the positive. The feud that's going on between Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns and Sikoa had some type of build-up. The things that are going on with Jimmy and Jay and the internal bloodline stuff, there's a beginning, middle, and end of that. That's where WWE shines. This whole AJ Styles and Seth Rollins stuff, I don't care for. I've never cared for. I think you have Seth go over here, because if you give it to AJ Styles, right, then AJ's got to be automatically traded to Raw. Then where does that leave Seth Rollins? Is that going to be the feud going into the rest of the year, him and AJ Styles? And where does the OC stay? Does the OC stay on SmackDown? I highly doubt that. And they're viewing the OC, the LWO, and the Judgment Day as the 3 top factions in WWE because of the merchandise. Again, Mugen. I'm just kidding. Anyway, and then Shitty Row. All right, enough said. Anyway, the segment of the night goes to KO, man. Honestly, that was a good segment. Bloodline, I could care a lot. Bloodline is starting to become. I'm becoming blood drowsy like Ronda Rousey. That's what it's becoming because it's the same thing over and over every week. It's the same thing. Roman gets mad at Jimmy or Jay. They stand up. They look at him. No one wants to bitch slap anybody. And then they stare each other down. And then he goes, hey, boy, go sit down. And it's like, and then he goes and sits down. What was the whole point of you getting up and, like, you should be bitch slapping your cousin? You should tell. And then they finally gave it to you. I am truly the bloodline. I am the tribal chief. And that's when Roman came out. And it's like, I wish they would have done that sooner in the night and set the seeds. And I was expecting one of the Usos to get speared. I was expecting it. And having Roman say, you made me do that. You made me do that. And then have the other one get Samoan spiked. I was expecting it. But they didn't do any of that. So, again, left me with some dazed and confused with that. LA Knight, great piece of talent. What are we doing with him? That's one thing I'm going to say. Sheamus, same thing. Karrion Kross, we're jobbing him out when he was so good in NXT. Baron Corbin, again, I don't understand. Like, he's a enhancing talent instead of... He needs to become the Darewolf again. The motorcycle bike guy, he was better as that. And WWE don't value him like that, but he should be valued. He puts in a lot of time and a lot of effort, and I think he should be somewhere. I think he should be a United States champion one of these days. I'm all for it. But anyway, my name is Rafe Realm. This show gets a solid C-/D for me. This is not the best show, and I guarantee Night of Champions. And real quick, I'm going to say this. I forgot to mention Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus real quick before I go. I don't care for it. I think you're going to have Trish winning here so they can continue this feud going on. So, like, I just don't get it. We have Trish Stratus. We don't need her. I've said this, but they're going to have her win at Night of Champions. They're going to have a lot. They're going to have a lot of things happening. Brock Lesnar's probably going to win his match. I don't see Cody making it out of there winning, but that's just me. Anyway, my name is Rafe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.